Hello, welcome Sheep Gang. This is Sheep Thief. Today I'm coming at you with a game with me playing 11 ACR and J13 Serenity playing 35th. So it's sort of an inversion. My days of playing 35th only are about to turn on me. And guys, I've lost so much rank, it's crazy. This is going to be a painful game, so get ready. Here we go. Let's take a look at our deployments. Just slow it down a little bit. I'm very worried about this matchup, especially on this map. He's going with two AA planes right in the beginning. Interesting. I am not even really trying to take this. I've got some LRSs going into there just in case they can maybe get some kills. We'll see how that goes. I've got a recon helo to keep vision because I want a laser guided bomb every single Spetsnaz that I can see. But he is open with these two MiG-29s, so that's a bad thing. I've got two M1A1A calves trying to wrap around either side of the city to cut off reinforcements and isolate everything in here. And then I'm not even trying to go for Oscar, like I'm not even trying to protect this. I'm assuming he's going to full on push this, but he's actually doing a sort of split approach here. Got a Cobra coming in just in case he didn't bring enough AA to try to spray all this down, but he does have a BTR Skrezit in here with an Igla, which will shut down my helicopter pretty handily, not to mention the MiG-29s. And then just some recon and some engineers coming forward just to begin trying to push through this, although it's sort of hopeless. And then I'm opening with two CVs just to try to stem the tick. But yeah, over here my opponent, yeah, I'll just get this whole thing rolling. Cobra fails to kill anything, and there's a big buildup of infantry in here. Two Spetsnaz. He just selects, unloads everything. This LRS isn't in a great position. I guess the Cobra made him disembark. Might have gotten in position here to get some AT rounds off, but this is LRS just goes down to all this fire really quickly. And that's that. Over here, my opponent, this is an irrevocably taken point. I should just abandon it. And he starts pushing forward with the Spetsnaz and the OP Spetsnaz to clear the city. Two MiG-29s come in here to try to take down the recon plane. IHawk misses, of course. Sheep Gang, I've had such bad luck with my AA, I don't know what to say. We do get a hit on that MiG-29, but it doesn't kill it. Over here, the engineers do arrive, and they're going to start fighting the Spetsnaz. LRS get into contact, and they get a nice sort of opening right there with the stun on the Spetsnaz. Engineers move forward, trying to micro them to get their satchel charges off. This is actually pretty good for us. The Spetsnaz is low cohesion now. OP Spetsnaz goes down really quickly. M1A1A calves are successfully sort of walking along here. Laser guided bomber can't get a target. This Spetsnaz is almost dead, that's why I brought it out. And now it's just kind of hovering around doing nothing. I can't get vision because my recon helo is dead, but I am microing my engineers pretty well here. Spetsnaz goes down. Us engineers are supposed to die to Spetsnaz, so that was good for us. And we've cleared the city of infantry, but we wasted all our money on this laser-guided bomb now, and so it's not good. He's got this Afghansky here, which is going to shred every single piece of infantry that I have in here. And this Igla, after a million years, does get the point. I need to be pushing forward with these M1A1A calves. And I want to get the kill on this Metis too. This M1A1A calf shows up here. Igla's out of ammo. Laser guided bomb did nothing, but I am bringing forward engineers to take back the city. And I feel like this wasn't a bad play for me. Not perfect, but not bad. Like the LRS placement with the Cobra, just like the synergy between the Cobra and the LRS was off, and then the maybe a little slow on my M1A1A calves, but they're coming around. I think the main error was well, actually I'll just say I don't think I had many errors here. Losing the helicopters and the LRS, like it's a decent amount of point loss, but like position wise we took this over and we shut down his rush from 35th. And not to mention we now have a tick, so he has to attack us. I feel like I did pretty well. I think the error comes here where I'm over investing into the city at this point. Because I was sort of wondering if there were going to be more Spetsnaz showing up. Because sometimes when I try to take this point, there's an infantry battle. First of all, I often have like a place to back up to as 35th. But also I'm like dumping infantry in here to make sure I get it. But this guy, J13 Serenity, was intelligent here and just abandoned it. And I just wasn't expecting that. There's this Aquila back here that's really tempting me. It's actually on the ground now, but I saw it a couple times. And now I'm kind of wondering what to do because I've overinvested. That's what it felt like. Is I was like, what? Why isn't there a fight happening? What just happened? My opponent is a clever one. Clever man. And he does the complete correct thing. Starts building up for a helicopter attack over to this point. Very painful. We can actually like speed up here, might as well. 1A1 ACAV kind of comes back. I'm getting ready to like do a nice slow 11th ACR push, which is actually terrible. I should just be pushing forward at this point and threatening, but I don't quite know what to do about that Aquila. Trying to get some Bradleys, just kind of unclear on what I'm doing. I just wasn't expecting to, like, look how much infantry I brought in here. This is how much of a fight I thought I was about to have with like Spetsnaz and just 35th infantry shit. But instead my opponent is doing something entirely different and just way sooner than I thought. And I should have just been suspicious at the lack of fighting, because there's a lack of fighting that happens right about 10 minutes. But at this point I was like, what's even happening here? Sneed plane comes forward, and this is very cleverly done by my opponent. Here come his MiG-29s, which are now fully healed, and he just guards it. He's got the Sneed plane back here, kind of watching. So he has good air superiority, and then he's got these helicopters coming through. A recon helicopter to see what's going on here. I did send some stuff over here, a recon thing of my own. And I do see some stuff here. I send the F-16 and do take down the Sneed plane. He reacts. I'm going to slow it down here. He reacts by chasing me across here, and I try to pull him back into my IHawk here. Engineer's Dragon just evaporate to something. I don't even understand what killed that. I guess just this helicopter is nasty. F-16. I'm trying to like micro this so that it like sends off a missile. Kind of back here, but I don't know. This was so well done by my opponent. All I can do is take my hat off. He infests this. This is perfect. I mean, how long did that take? Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, while I'm like way over investing in here. And then as I'm realizing what's happening, how did he get the commander there too? I guess that you can. I need to remember that you can do that. That's crazy. Over here, I just give a general advance, and he, I don't know. M1A1 ACAV takes a hit from the Conkers. And this gives him a +4, so for like, so good, so well done. My BTRs, or whatever the hell these things are, advance forward. We like can't really see this Conkers, and then the Aquila shows up, and I remember this. I remember. Oh, I smoked. Okay. Bradley gets popped. I should have just pulled off all of the vehicles, but at this point I was like triggered, kind of losing my composure, not playing well. And then he swoops in here, perfectly done. Takes out my fighter plane. We do get one of his MiG-29s, but not a great trade at all. So bad. There's no good way for me to deal with this Aquila. I do have Stingers kind of waddling along. There's another Aquila here, just walking into a trap. You can speed this up actually. I don't really want to watch much more of this. Do get the Aquila. Now Engineer's in here, but he reacts appropriately and brings more helicopter infantry in here. F-16 dueling with the MiGs here. Doing some good damage, honestly, but I can't tell if he's microing here or not. Cool fight. I'll slow it back down. So, over here, well, you guys can watch that plane fight. I don't quite remember what's happening. And I'm going to try to commentate this. Look at that. They're like not killing each other. Engineers are walking in, and at this point, this infantry are just in better cover. And he just got there right in the nick of time. The decision to send the helicopters was so good. Like, I would have reacted with cars, kind of like what he's doing right here, and they wouldn't have gotten there fast enough. And then I could have gotten infested in here. Over here, I'm trying to figure out a way to deal with what's going on in here. Hopefully a helicopter. I didn't see any AA over there, so that's my thought. These planes, like, can't kill each other, which is bad for me because I'm on the other side of the map. So I assume I'm just going to go down here. Laser guided bomb comes in for the commander, just so I can like end this brutal tick that I've been having to deal with. F-16 actually gets away from the MiG-29, but the distraction caused by this helicopter infantry was perfect. I just can't get there in time to deal with the Spetsnaz, and they're going to clear everything. What I need right now is my tanks here, but he has, again, all I can do is take my hat off to my opponent here. OP Spetsnaz here in a perfect position to keep my tanks from wrapping along here. I need to have infantry in here, but they're way too far back. F-16 coming in just to try to like cause some trouble. Make the MiG-29 back off. My opponent actually complained at one point in the chat. He's like, I can't get any hits with my planes, so I think the RNG was in favor with my planes. Not to mention that NATO planes are simply better. This M1A1A cav is putting down the pain on this Spetsnaz, but it's just not quite enough. I should have just backed everything up, but I'm like not there yet. OP Spetsnaz deal with the BTR there. Over here I've got some HIMARS in just to kind of push, and a Cobra to try to wipe out the infantry. But I've lost a lot of planes at this point, and so this Cobra is going to be vulnerable to just a simple attack from my opponent. The Spetsnaz is walking into an M1A1A cav, but I should be pulling all of my other stuff out and trying to heal it, because the Spetsnaz is going to, while my M1A1A cav slowly kills it. For those of you who don't know, Spetsnaz have no AT, so a way to counter them is to just put a tank in their face. Any kind of vehicle in their face is a good thing. As you can see, I'm routing this M1A1A cav over here to try to deal with it. But it just takes a while for tanks to kill infantry. As you can see, we do get the Spetsnaz. That one's almost dead. But I'm still just like losing stuff, and I need a way to catch things. I micro away from that cluster bomb, in my opinion, pretty well. I'm pleased with myself, especially because it was in an urban environment there. The mech rifles dragon catch out the OP Spetsnaz, but my opponent, wisely, correctly, has the Spetsnaz behind, which will wipe out any infantry I have in the forest. Great use of this infantry here. We do get that other Spetsnaz unit. And over here there's a fight breaking out between my Cobras. We're getting hits on them. It's taken damage from something. I've got an F-16 trying to protect it, but we lose a fight with the MiG-29, and now this is a major problem. Cobra goes down, and so those HIMARS are now going to have a really hard time. As you look at this is what I was talking about. Mech Rifle Dragon, which is a perfectly respectable infantry squad, getting wiped out with 0 losses on the side of the Spetsnaz. I actually kind of like push through. The Spetsnaz just can't kill it. I've got these two M1A1A cavs fighting here, and my opponent does get the +2 back with the Spetsnaz Kameraden in the back there, but with the OP Spetsnaz moving forward and the engineers so low cohesion that they can't kill it, I have to back out the M1A1A cav, making it so the Spetsnaz can push through and kill everything. Pain is all that I feel inside. Over here the HIMARS are walking into this Soviet infantry and getting wiped out because they're bad infantry, and then these are in cover. A-10 Warthog comes here to try to fix the situation. I think I'm out of helicopters at this point. These engineers are trying to walk with their M11 right here. We do get a kill on his MiG-29. Pretty, again, kind of lucky here. An Acula comes in, major problem. This Spetsnaz, major problem. This point being not taken is a major problem. A-10 is clearing that up, or helping a little bit there. Helping a lot. Basically gets a kill there. But the whole thing is a mess, and he's back to a +4. Laser guided bomb destroys Spetsnaz. That's good. Engineers are now out of position. I try to pull them out. M1A and ACAVs need help. This is when it happened. I was trying to hit smoke here, and I guess I just canceled it, or it didn't work or something, and it dies to the Acula. Like, you saw that I hit smoke, so I think I might have like accidentally clicked. I was really demoralized by that. Did not like that. Bring in another helicopter to try to get this whole thing figured out. He sends in a MiG-29 to try to kill this this Warthog. Both of my Warthogs get out, and this Warthog I micro onto the MiG-29 to try to finish that. The C-Knight is going to clear this out, but he has another MiG-29. And he still has his +4. I think, honestly, with all of this, I'm not too... First of all, this guy's a good player. He's like rank 300. So perfectly good player. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is just that a helicopter rush is not the most foreseeable thing. And especially when conducted that well. Like, I've been helicopter rushed before, but this was just very well done. And I feel like my attack here was not perfect, but it was an appropriate timing. And I killed a lot of stuff. Like, it's not like there weren't... It's not like it was an abject failure, but it was a failure. We get our point back, the tick stops, but he has more helicopters here that arrive just in time to clear absolutely everything up. Sneed plane comes forward, but I've packed up the IHawk, and this Stinger is going to try to pop some shots off at it. The main issue here is the Acula. I have no way to deal with that right now. Now I'm trying to get a tank build up. This Spetsnaz here is a major issue, but again, with for tanks, it's not too bad. Something does kill that Acula, so that's a big kill. I think it might have been just those engineers spraying it with small arms. Spetsnaz are going to clear out all the infantry in here, but fortunately there's not that much infantry in here. Stinger gets a lucky shot on the Sneed, and now I'm kind of trying to... Oh no, this is him. He's cleared out what I have back here now, and he's bringing a CV forward to get the tick back. Oh, what a mess. What a giant mess. Mech Rifles Dragon here, this like, how many people are in it? 2 dudes. These 2 gangsters in here are, end up getting a lot of kills, so we'll watch them. Just in a great position here. They're the ones that slipped by this Spetsnaz right here. I micro my that's the wrong word. I sort of route my Abrams over to the Spetsnaz here to kill them. I'm okay with like having this Jaime shoots and fight the Spetsnaz just to keep vision of it. Walks into the Martyr Milan, which is a good situation for us. Starts getting a lot of kills with that. He gets his CV back into here, giving him a +4 again. Cluster Bomber's going to come for the Martyr Milan. We get a hit on it. Maybe it lost vision too. I think that's what he was aiming for. M1A and Abrams coming in to try to finish the job on the Spetsnaz. It's now very low cohesion. Look how much damage that Milan autocannon did right there too. C-Knight over here to try to keep this down, but he does have a Skrezit. Perfect, like, great, admirable play from my opponent here. Like, it's like a step ahead of me at every part of the game. Laser guided bomb, what are you doing? I don't know. Back to a +4. At this point, I'm feeling not good, and here he comes with the with more OP Spetsnaz, more Spetsnaz. This is still, what I was wondering is if he pulled stuff over here to enforce this, but he's still perfectly infested into here. So I was wondering if I could finally get this back, could I counterattack? F-16, the laser guided bomb like hasn't been doing anything, and I just evac it. I think it gets away, it takes a hit, he pulls those out. M1A and Abrams are now like in a threatening position, but they just aren't supported. This is a little risky here because there's a BMD Desantniki here. Pulls the Spetsnaz back, and we are within AT range from this Desantniki, so this isn't good. Cluster bomber comes for this, for something here, but fails. Gets shot down. This Desantniki BMD is pretty low. It does get a hit on this, or it misses this, but causes some cohesion loss. I'm trying to think what I should be doing at this point. Like, my position on my point distribution on the map is better than his right now, for sure. Excluding all this. I should definitely not be trying to go for this. I should be definitely trying to get this back and then going for this. But I think right here is an overinvestment. I just couldn't tell how much stuff he had. This A-10 Warthog is here. He gets a rocket strike. Almost kills that. We hit him with the A-10. Do we kill it? I don't think so. No. It's highly wounded though, and we're pushing forward. But it's mainly that these are unsupported. These are unloading like way too far back. I think I actually grabbed them and pushed them forward. Pretty sure I do. Need to clear out this, surround this with tanks, and try to take it. But I'm just like behind. Everything's like off. That's how it felt. And I think what I'm doing here is I guess my question is, am I being too slow or too impatient here right now? I think the double A-10 purchase was a major problem, like huge waste of points. I needed those points on the ground. We are going to clear this out, and now my opponent, I think it is he's like, oh, he's done it. He's gonna try to attack this now, and I have to like hold out. But I've still got plenty of time to do this. If I can take this over, it's a +4 for me, and I can definitely win. Like, as you can see, that adds up really fast. F-16 fires at this MiG-29, does kill it. And I've got like a decent tank build up here. I've got these Milans. I need to get stuff into here to try to clear this out. Need to remember to do that. Oh, sheep gang, so sad. I've cleared this. This is all good. Like, honestly, like, if I just pause this right here, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want this video to take forever, but like, who has a better position here? I think if you exclude all these reinforcements coming in and the lack of reinforcements coming in over here and this terrible purchase, unnecessary terrible purchase, actually, it is a little necessary, but yeah, now this is impatient. Like, either I needed to be better set up a little before, or I needed to be more patient. Pushing in here, this Metis is going to cause issues. A-10 does take it down, kill a supply. Another MiG-29. I feel like I killed a million MiG-29s this game. Fly over the Ihawks. A-10 trying to get this, or I'm sorry, MiG-27 trying to get that A-10 as it gets out perfectly. Lack of AA, but we're getting kind of lucky here with just killing it with small arms. Honestly, just getting lucky there, both with the air and just multiple things getting kind of lucky. Cluster bomb comes forward for the M1A1. Well played. Goes down. Now this is just stupid. This is a throw. But I'll tell you what, I felt like it was over. And then he walks over all of this Afghansi, which, damn. trying to like close range fight in here, getting some kills, but it's not enough. BMD and the descent here are gonna kill it. Need to smoke him back off. Goes down to the Metis. Side shot from the Metis. Hamashutsen are now all alone in there. They're gonna die. Too little too late over here. Panzer Grenadiers clear out the OP Spetsnaz. Needed to do that before and have tanks guarding this. Tanks, infantry in here, AA, mortars building up, Hamashutsen everywhere. Just lack of coordination lost me this, like, hardcore, and desperation. Lack of coordination, uncertainty, and desperation really, really lost me this. Almost get that Spetsnaz there. I really just want this tick to get started. And then this is a terrible move that I did. I don't know why I did this. I should have just left this here and routed this M1A1 Abrams over here. I was thinking maybe he didn't have a lot of stuff in here, that some of it had been routed forward for the attack, but I was wrong. I also left my stingers, which leaves us open to attack. We get the +2. Panzer Grenadiers open up on this this thing here, which is good, but the BMDs are here, and there's a fat buildup of stuff in here, and nothing is coming to support this. +4 for me. I could just get this and back off, which is actually what I do, but now this poorly conceived attack is disintegrating in the face of not very much stuff. These Panzer Grenadiers are in decent position, but this Spetsnaz GRU is a better unit than them, ought to win. Not really sure though. These ones do have a machine gun. Rocket plane comes forward to try to deal with some of this infantry. Gets a nice hit on the engineers. I have no artillery in this deck, that's why I'm not smoking. I also have a tendency to not smoke in general, so... But yeah, +4 here. We're catching up in points. There's absolutely no reason to be making hasty moves like this. Definitely still have a bit of time with this tick to get some better recon, you know, take it easy. But I'm getting like look at how pathetic this is. M1A1 Abrams getting right on this Metis. So bad. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. This guy destroyed me. This is embarrassing. He has a infantry CV coming in here to put a stop to this. But even if he does that, I should just be chilling out, like, way more. Like, look how bad this is. Everything here is so bad. Bad? I've got some supply here, which is good to heal that. I should just be being patient. Should be getting more infantry into here. This M1, I somehow managed to save this M1A1 Abrams, but he pops the Metis into here. Gets a side shot. 2 BMDs here are going to cause an issue. This routes, I can't even smoke, and it explodes. He gets his tick back, but we're like, you know, close to halfway, and we've still got 10 minutes left. So if, you know, if a lot of these points had been put into the flanks here, if I'd been a little more careful with my air, I think most of my airplanes are dead. So I think that ultimately was the throw right there. Everything that happened over the last like 5 minutes was what lost me the game. Even if you take into account all of the fails beforehand, it was that sort of lack of composure that lost me the game. Like sending these CEVs up, like what are they even doing here? Just a bad choice. What I need are M1A1 Abrams, like a lot of them, moving carefully forward, surrounding this point, and getting my command point thing in there. So we're at the 10-minute mark here. We can even just speed this up. Kills this Hamashutsen, kind of like jangled movements with my units, trying to kind of skirmish with this, which is a huge mistake because I really need this unit, and this one's way over here. There's no hope of getting this. Cluster bombers come forward, of course, I was asking for that, and the other one does get the kill, and he even has the MiG-29 get my kill. I think it was at this point that he complained about the air RNG. Conquer's quite well placed here, gonna kill these CEVs. These could have been useful as part of my assault, especially against Spetsnaz. These could, like, yeah, as part of my pushes earlier, it could have been good. Bradley's kind of, now I'm kind of on the back foot because you have such a build up here and I've thrown so much. And my chances of taking this over are getting lower and lower. I sort of thought I had a breakthrough here because I was wrapping around the side here and not seeing anything. Kind of pulling the engineers over here. As you can see, I bring the CV over here. There's a guided bomb, just comes for that. That was just a blind shot. I have no vision. Nothing dies. Sneed plane, this is my last attempt at a fighter. Sneed goes down. Bringing some martyrs forward. I don't even know what I'm doing. Sad. Kind of skirmishing with this M1A1 Abrams. Sneed flying overhead just to kind of intercept, even if just by dying other things. And then this walks into enfilading ATGM fire. Desperate push here with the Martyrs and Panzer Grenadiers is just too little too late. If I'd had this 5 minutes ago over here when I had the forest or whatever was going on where I had Panzer Grenadiers fighting in here, that might have been good, but nice grad strike lands in there, degrading whatever little hope there was there. The surround here causes the Martyrs to instantly go down as the mech rifles Dragon arrive in this burning field of dead things. And look at the deaths. And I think this is where my opponent's superior skill is apparent. Painful. Another good grad strike, cleans it up. And this is GG. Just very poor coordination. Desperate M1A1 Abrams gets surrounded and killed. I thought I was maybe out of M1A1 Abrams. Nice little plane exchange here, and yeah, I was defeated. The end. So yeah, let's just take a look. Oh. So yeah, this guy as of now is rank 337. I don't even want to look at this. I've lost so much sheep gang. Rank 7,000. How far I have fallen. So bad. Let's just look at this. Yeah, like a lot of my units weren't even performing that badly. Like look at this. I think there were multiple points where I had a chance there. But his units definitely doing pretty well. Yeah, I don't know what to say. GG to this guy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.